Hey there, and welcome back to Hop into Precalculus. Today we're talking about vertical asymptotes and holes, which are spots where the function is discontinuous. We'll learn how to find them and what they mean for graphs. Let's hop in. The topics we'll be talking about today are 1.9, rational functions and vertical asymptotes, and 1.10, rational functions and holes. So first we will talk about vertical asymptotes. So vertical asymptotes are lines that functions will never reach, but it will be approaching it from both sides. And then it can either go to negative infinity here or positive infinity here. And then here we have the equation of the graph, y equals 1 over x minus 2. And then you can see here that the asymptote is at x equals 2 because that is what makes the denominator equal to 0. And then we have here, if a is a real root of the denominator, then x equals a is a vertical asymptote. And that is just when the denominator equals 0 and it doesn't exist. Now we have asymptote limits. So for limit as x approaches a from the left side, it can either be positive or negative infinity. And the way you find out is if the value of f of x or y is positive or negative. If it's positive, it will be positive infinity like this. If, let's say this was the asymptote, and if it was negative, it would be this way. And then it's the same for the left side. When x approaches a from the left side, then f of x is either positive or negative infinity. And then again here, if it's positive, it goes up, and then if it's negative, it goes down to negative infinity. Okay, something that might seem confusing at first is the concept of holes, because it occurs where f of x doesn't exist, but the limits on the both sides exist. So this is a graph. This is an example of a hole here where the limit approaches but the value doesn't exist. And this happens when there's a common factor on the numerator and denominator. And you can cancel this out to find the value of the y coordinate of the hole. So let's say we cross this out and then we plug in x equals 1 to find it. So it would be negative 1 over 4. So that is the y coordinate of the hole, which is 1, negative 1/4. Now time for a practice problem. So it tells us we're given the equation of a rational function and we need to answer the question about asymptotes and holes. So first we should factor it. And we can see that we can cross this out from the top and the bottom. So this leaves us with the vertical asymptote of x equals negative 4. And then we also have to think about the horizontal asymptote, which is found from the degree of the numerator and denominator. And then here we see both of them would have a degree of 2, so that means the horizontal asymptote would be the ratio of their leading coefficients, which are both 1. So that means the horizontal asymptote is y equals 1. Next, we need to look at the coordinates of the holes. So after doing that, we're left with x plus 1 over x plus 4. And then the x coordinate of the hole is 4, so we have to plug in 4 to get 5/8. So that's the y coordinate of the hole. So it's 4, 5/8. That's it for vertical asymptotes and holes. If this helped, please give the video a like and subscribe to hop into Precalculus for more helpful math videos. Comment a bunny if you made it to the end, and tell me if you prefer finding asymptotes or holes. See you in the next one!